Well, welcome back everybody. Today we're going to be reviewing the Ruger LCP. And I know what a lot of you are probably thinking, this gun has been out there a pretty good little while, and there's quite a few of them out there. There's a lot of reviews on this gun. My wife has been carrying this gun now for about 2.5 years, and she's been very happy with it. I've shot it a little bit, but she has more trigger time on it than I do, and she really loves this gun. I tell you, at about 20 yards, she can generally hit a Coke can or anything like that sitting on the ground with just pretty much boring regularity. It's a locked breech, semi-automatic, 380 ACP handgun. It holds 6 shots in the magazine and 1 in the chamber. It's very small, compact, light, just a great slim little gun, low profile sights. It is a double action only striker fire type arrangement, so it pretty much has the trigger pull of a double action revolver, maybe a little bit heavier than a double action revolver. You can get them in a ton of different options and colors. This particular one is the two-tone setup. That's real nice for carry purposes. You don't have to worry about rust quite as much. You can get them, of course, with a blued slide. I don't think they make them in a parkerized slide. That's one thing on the LCP that I'm not a big fan of compared to the Kel-Tec, is the Kel-Tecs do come with, they have models that'll come with blued slides, and then they'll have some with parkerized slides. For carry purposes, I prefer a parkerized gun because that cuts back a lot on the potential for rusting in your pocket and stuff like that. I did get her this little DeSantis holster inside the waistband rig. She likes it a lot. She carries this gun on a regular basis every single day. Generally, just about every ammo we found will work through it, all the hollow points. I do have her set up with the Hornady 90 grain FTX, which has actually has a polymer tip, and it has the ogive of the bullet has like a bit of a taper to it, so that actually increases the feeding reliability. All right, the ammo we're going to be running today is just some PMC ball, nothing fancy at all right there. I do find that with the Tula ammo, the steel case stuff, I don't know if maybe just the primers on this is a little harder than normal, but I find the small pocket pistols don't really prefer the steel cased ammo. We'll show you an example of that in a moment. We're going to shoot the gun a little bit. Of course, there's tons of reviews about the features. You guys know that it's a great little gun, but this is just my take on it. I would say that quality-wise, it definitely is a step above a Kel-Tec. Although Kel-Tec, for utilitarian form that they are, still an excellent gun by all means. But the LCP, I just think that has a lot of neat features that the Kel-Tec doesn't. I mean, for instance, it has a slide stop, which the Kel-Tec does not have. The overall profile of the gun, the injection molding on the frame, to me is just a lot more subtle and clean. You got the nice stippling there on the grip, which is not quite as harsh on your hand as the Kel-Tec's grip pattern can be. You got the nice Ruger logo. It just seems like quality-wise, they're just smoother guns. Triggers are nicer, but at their heart, they are basically a copy of the Kel-Tec 380. So we're going to shoot it some, do a little bit of basic accuracy testing, and just make a little racket with it. And one thing about this gun also, it has no manual safety. I know a lot of people that'll, kind of put people off from it, but that shouldn't stop you from considering this gun, because it does have, like I said, a revolver-like double action trigger squeeze. Of course, this gun is US made by Ruger in Prescott, Arizona. It's always a nice thing, American-made product. All right, I'm going to group a couple of mags out of the gun on old Carlos here, pointing a shotgun at me. We're about 10 yards away, maybe 12 tops. Real basic accuracy test just to see kind of how it goes. Brandy's a pretty good shot with this pistol. Let's see how accurate it is. All right, I'm going to try a few shots, relatively rapid fire. Get my, trigger work down on this thing and the sights. The sights are very small. It's definitely not a target pistol, but it is more of a point and shoot style weapon. I think is where it excels at. So we're going to try that. Alright, I'm going to see if I can take my time a little bit and get a few shots on the small gong, and I'm going to let Chad have a go on it. He's a little bit better pistol shot than I am.
Sometimes.
Well, it depends. There we go. Not too shabby. That's probably more accurate than it needs to be for that kind of range. You saw that even in the double action rapid fire on the big plate, those all would have been in the kill zone. Even if a few hit a little high or low or right or left, definitely puts them all in there. Takes a little bit of getting used to, doesn't it?
I like the trigger on this gun. It's really not bad at all.
Good shooting.
Not bad. Nice little pistol.
Takes a little getting used to the trigger.
It does.
And the sights are non-existent, but as a carry gun, it's a great little setup.
If I can get the slide lock to work.
Yeah.
There we go.
There you go.
Pretty cool little gun. We're gonna try out that tool ammo there we were talking about.
Not bad. I mean, it puts them all right in there. I think it's a great little gun.
Hotter than the other.
Huh?
That tool ammo is a little bit hotter.
Cool.
More warm.